Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you love rare coins, hidden value, and American coin history, you're in the right place on this channel. We search for the most valuable USA 1-cent coins, focusing especially on examples found in extra fine condition coins that still show sharp details, strong designs, and real collector appeal. In today's series, we'll be counting down the top 6 USA 1-cent coins that collectors are actively looking for right now. We'll cover history and background of each penny, what makes it special or rare, why extra fine condition matters, the current market value in dollars, and which coins could increase in value in the future, from classic Lincoln Memorial pennies to important transition year cents. These coins may look ordinary, but some are worth far more than face value, so grab your coin jar, check your pocket change, and get ready to discover which US pennies are worth saving today. Top 1. The USA 2011 1-cent coin with no mint mark, found in extra fine condition. Many people overlook modern pennies, but some of them are quietly becoming valuable collector coins. So, is the 2011 no mint mark penny rare? What is its market value today, and could it be worth big money in dollars? Let's find out. Here are the basic specifications of the 2011 US 1-cent coin. Country: United States of America. Denomination: 1 cent. Penny. Year: 2011. Mint mark: none. Philadelphia Mint. Metal composition: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper, copper-plated zinc. Weight: 2.5 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Edge: plain coins without a mint mark were struck at the United States Mint facility in Philadelphia, which traditionally does not use a mint mark on pennies. On the front, obverse, of the coin we see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, first introduced on the penny in 1909. Obverse features include Lincoln facing right, the word liberty on the left, "In God We Trust" at the top, the date 2011 on the right. This classic design connects modern pennies with over a century of American history. The reverse of the 2011 penny features the Union Shield design, introduced in 2010. Reverse: a large Union shield symbolizing national unity, 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies. The inscriptions: United States of America and E pluribus unum. The denomination 1 cent boldly displayed. This design marks a modern era of U.S. coinage and makes 2011 pennies part of a historically important series. An extra fine 2011 penny shows light wear only on high points, strong details in Lincoln's hair and coat, clear lettering and date, minimal scratches or corrosion. While many 2011 pennies are worn or damaged, extra fine examples are much harder to find, especially in clean, original condition. In general, the 2011 penny was produced in very large numbers, so common circulated examples are not rare. However, rarity increases if the coin has extra fine or better condition. Mint errors, off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, exceptional eye appeal. Original red or red-brown color. Collectors are now paying attention to high-grade modern pennies, especially as older circulation examples disappear. Current market value in dollars. Here's the estimated market value for the 2011 1-cent coin, no mint mark, circulated: 1 to 5 cents. Extra fine 25 cents to $1 uncirculated, MS $2 to $10 plus error. Coins $50 to several $100. Values depend on condition, demand, and whether the coin is professionally graded. Modern pennies like the 2011 issue are gaining attention because zinc pennies may stop being produced in the future. Collectors are building Union Shield penny sets. High-grade examples are increasingly scarce. Holding on to extra fine or better examples could be a smart long-term collectible decision. The USA 2011 1-cent coin with no mint mark may look ordinary, but in extra fine condition, it has real collector value. While it may not make you rich overnight, it represents American history, modern coin design, and a growing numismatic market. Always check your change carefully. You never know what valuable coin might be hiding in your pocket. Top 2. The USA 1997 1-cent coin with the D mint mark. Especially when found in extra fine condition, many people think pennies from the 1990s are worthless, but some examples are quietly gaining collector demand and market value in dollars. So stay tuned as we explore the history, background, rarity, and current market value of this coin. 1997 D Lincoln cent. Country: United States of America. Denomination: 1 cent. Year: 1997. Mint mark: D Denver Mint. Metal composition: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. Weight: 2.5 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Edge: plain. The D mint mark tells us this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most important coin-producing facilities of the United States. Mint. On the obverse, or front side, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Obverse features include Lincoln facing right, "In God We Trust" along the top, liberty on the left side, the date 1997 on the right, the D mint mark just below the date. This portrait has appeared on U.S. pennies for over a century, Making it one of the longest-running coin designs in the world. The reverse of the 1997 penny features the famous Lincoln Memorial design, which was used from 1959 to 2008. Reverse the Lincoln Memorial building the inscriptions, United States of America and E pluribus unum, the denomination 1 cent. A fun fact: if you look closely, you can actually see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a unique detail collectors love. A 1997 D penny in extra fine condition shows light wear only on high points, strong detail in Lincoln's hair and coat, sharp lettering and clear date, minimal surface damage. Since many 1997 pennies were heavily circulated, extra fine examples are becoming harder to find, especially without scratches or corrosion in general. The 1997 D penny was minted in large numbers, so worn examples are common. However, rarity increases significantly if the coin has extra fine or better condition. Bright original color mint errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. High-grade and error examples are what collectors are actively searching for today. Current market value in dollars. Here is the estimated market value of the 1997 1-cent coin with D mint mark circulated condition. $0.015 cents extra fine, 25 cents to $1.50 uncirculated, MS $2 to $10 or more. Error varieties: $30 to several $100. Values depend on condition, appeal, and collector demand. Why are collectors paying attention to coins like the 1997 D penny? Older zinc pennies are slowly disappearing from circulation. Lincoln Memorial reverse coins are now part of history. High-grade modern coins are harder to find than people think. Keeping extra fine or better examples could be a smart move for long-term collectors. The USA 1997 1-cent coin with D mint mark may look ordinary at first glance, but in extra fine condition, it has real collector and market value. It represents an important era of American coinage and is worth saving if you find a clean example. So next time you check your spare change, take a closer look. You might be holding a future collectible. Top 3. The USA 1987 1-cent coin with the D mint mark, especially when found in extra fine condition. Many people ignore pennies from the 1980s, but some of them are becoming quietly valuable in today's coin market. So how rare is the 1987 D penny, and what is its market value in dollars today? Let's find out. Let's begin with the key facts about the 1987 D Lincoln cent. Country: United States of America. Denomination: 1 cent. Year: 1987. Mint mark: D Denver Mint. Metal composition: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. Weight: 2.5 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Edge: plain. The D mint mark shows that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, a major facility of the United States Mint. On the obverse side, we see the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, first introduced in 1909. Obverse details include Lincoln facing right, "In God we trust," at the top, Liberty, on the left the date 1987, on the right the D mint mark just below the date. This design honors one of America's most respected presidents and connects the 1987 penny to over a century of U.S. history. The reverse side of the 1987 penny features the Lincoln Memorial, a design used from 1959 until 2008. Reverse features include the Lincoln Memorial building, United States of America. Across the top, E pluribus unum, above the memorial the denomination 1 cent. Look closely and you can even see the tiny seated statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a detail many collectors enjoy spotting. A 1987 D penny in extra fine condition typically shows light wear only on the highest points, clear facial details and coat lines, strong lettering and readable date, minimal scratches or surface damage. Because pennies were heavily circulated in the 1980s, extra fine examples are not as common as people think. While millions of 1987 D pennies were minted, rarity depends on condition and errors. Collectors pay special attention to extra fine or higher grade coins. Bright original copper color mint errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. Error coins can turn an ordinary penny into a high-value collectible. Current market value in dollars. Here's a general idea of the market value for the 1987 1-cent coin with D mint mark circulated: 1 cent, 5 cents extra fine, 30 cents to $2 uncirculated, MS $3 to $15 plus. Error varieties: $40 to several $100. Market prices depend on condition, demand, and grading. Why should collectors save? Coins like the 1987 D penny. Older zinc pennies are wearing out and disappearing. Lincoln Memorial reverse coins are now historic. High-grade examples are becoming scarcer each year. Keeping extra fine or better pennies could prove valuable over time. The USA 1987 1-cent coin with D mint mark may not look special at first glance, but in extra fine condition, it holds real collector and market value. It's a great example of how everyday coins can become meaningful collectibles. So next time you check your change, don't overlook those older pennies. One of them could be worth saving. Top for the USA 1985 1-cent coin with the D mint mark. Especially when found in extra fine condition, pennies from the 1980s are often ignored, but some are becoming surprisingly valuable in today's coin market. So how rare is the 1985 D penny, and what is its market value in dollars today? Let's explore its history, background, and collector value. Let's start with the key specifications of the 1985 D Lincoln cent country, United States of America denomination, 1 cent year, 1985 mint mark, D Denver mint, metal composition, 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. Weight, 2.5 grams diameter. 19.05 millimeters edge. Plain. The D mint mark indicates this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, a major branch of the United States Mint. The obverse, or front side, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, first introduced on the penny in 1909. Obverse details include Lincoln facing right, "In God We Trust," along the top, Liberty. On the left, the date 1985. On the right, the D mint mark just below the date. This classic design connects the 1985 penny to more than 100 years of American coin history. The reverse side of the 1985 penny displays the famous Lincoln Memorial design, used from 1959 until 2008. Reverse features the Lincoln Memorial Building, United States of America, e pluribus unum. The denomination 1 cent. A unique detail many collectors love is the tiny seated statue of Lincoln visible inside the memorial. A 1985 D penny in extra fine condition typically shows light where on the highest points only sharp hair details and coat lines, clear lettering, and a strong date. Minimal scratches, dents, or corrosion. Since most 1985 pennies were heavily circulated, extra fine examples are noticeably harder to find today. The 1985 D penny was produced in very large numbers, so worn coins are common. However, rarity increases greatly when the coin has extra fine or higher condition clean surfaces with original color. Mint errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. Error coins can dramatically increase the value of an ordinary-looking penny. Current market value in dollars. Here's the estimated market value for the USA 1985 1-cent coin with D mint mark. Circulated condition, 1 to 5 cents. Extra fine, 25 cents to $2. Uncirculated, MS, $3 to $20 plus. Error coins, $50 to several $100. Prices vary depending on condition, demand, and professional grading. Why are collectors starting to save coins like the 1985 D penny? Zinc pennies from the 1980s are wearing out and disappearing. Lincoln Memorial reverse coins are now historic. High-grade modern coins are scarcer than many people realize. Keeping extra fine or better examples could be a smart long-term collecting decision. The USA 1985 1-cent coin with D mint mark may look ordinary, but in extra fine condition, it carries real collector and market value. It represents an important era in U.S. coinage and is definitely worth checking for in your spare change. So next time you're sorting coins, take a closer look. You might already own a hidden collectible. Top 5. The USA 1983 1-cent coin with no mint mark. Especially when found in extra fine condition. The early 1980s were a turning point for U.S. pennies, and the 1983 issue sits right at the heart of that story. Could this coin have big value in dollars today? Let's explore its history, background, rarity, and market value. Here are the essential details of the 1983 Lincoln cent, no mint mark, country, United States of America denomination, 1 cent year, 1983 mint mark, none. Philadelphia Mint, metal composition, 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper, copper-plated zinc. Weight, 2.5 grams diameter. 19.05 millimeters edge. Plain coins with no mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia facility of the United States Mint, which traditionally omits mint marks on pennies. Background. The year 1983 is extremely important in U.S. penny history. Just 1 year earlier, in 1982, the mint transitioned from solid copper pennies to copper-plated zinc due to rising metal costs. By 1983, almost all pennies were zinc-based. Solid copper pennies were no longer intended for circulation. This makes the 1983 penny a key transitional era coin, and collectors pay close attention to it. On the obverse, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design first introduced in 1909. Obverse details include Lincoln facing right, "In God We Trust," across the top, Liberty on the left, the date 1983 on the right. This portrait connects the 1983 penny to more than a century of American coinage tradition. The reverse side features the famous Lincoln Memorial design, used from 1959 to 2008. Reverse features the Lincoln Memorial Building, United States of America, e pluribus unum. The denomination, 1 cent. Look closely and you'll spot the tiny seated statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a favorite detail among collectors. A 1983 penny in extra fine condition typically shows light where only on high points. Strong detail in Lincoln's hair and coat, sharp lettering, and a clear date. Minimal scratches, corrosion, or spots because zinc pennies are prone to damage. Clean extra fine examples are much harder to find than worn ones. Most 1983 pennies are common, but rarity depends on condition and errors. Collectors actively search for extra fine or higher grade coins, strong original color and clean surfaces. Wrong planchet errors, especially 1983 pennies struck on solid copper planchets. These are extremely rare. Double dies or off-center strikes. A genuine 1983 copper penny can be worth thousands of dollars, making this year famous among error collectors. Current market value in dollars. Here's a realistic look at today's market value for the 1983 1-cent coin, no mint mark, circulated condition. 1 to 5 cents extra fine, 30 cents, dollar. 1.50 uncirculated, MS $2 to $15 plus rare copper or major error coins. $1,000 to $10,000 plus. Values vary by condition, eye appeal and professional grading. Why are collectors saving 1983 pennies today? It's a post-copper transition year. Zinc pennies degrade easily, reducing surviving high-grade examples. Error coins from this year are legendary. Holding on to extra fine or better 1983 pennies could be a smart long-term collectible move. The USA 1983 1-cent coin with no mint mark may look ordinary, but its historical background, transition era importance, and error potential give it real collector value. In extra fine condition, it's absolutely worth saving and protecting. Always check your pennies carefully. The next one you find could be a hidden treasure. Top 6. The USA 1982 1-cent coin with no mint mark, especially in extra fine condition. This single year changed the penny forever, and because of that, some 1982 pennies carry real collector value and big prices in dollars. So stay tuned as we explore the history, background, rarity, and market value of this fascinating coin. 1982 Lincoln cent, no mint mark, country United States of America. Denomination 1 cent year, 1982 mint mark, none. Philadelphia Mint. Metal composition 95% copper, early 1982. 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper, late 1982. Weight copper, 3.11 grams zinc, 2.5 grams diameter. 19.05 millimeters edge. Plain coins without a mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia facility of the United States Mint. Background. The year 1982 is legendary among collectors because it marks the transition from copper pennies to zinc pennies due to rising copper prices. The mint produced both copper and zinc pennies in the same year. Multiple varieties were released. 1982 ended the era of solid copper US cents. This makes the 1982 penny a key historical coin. Even in circulated condition, the obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design first introduced in 1909. Obverse details include Lincoln facing right, in God we trust. Across the top, Liberty on the left, the date 1982 on the right. This timeless design links the 1982 penny to more than a century of American history. The reverse side shows the Lincoln Memorial, used on pennies from 1959 to 2008. Reverse features the Lincoln Memorial Building, United States of America, e pluribus unum. The denomination 1 cent. A small but famous detail is the tiny seated statue of Lincoln visible inside the memorial. A 1982 penny in extra fine condition usually shows light wear only on high points. Strong hair and facial detail, sharp lettering and date, minimal corrosion or spotting because zinc pennies damage easily. Extra fine examples are far less common than worn ones. The 1982 penny is famous for its many varieties, including copper versus zinc planchets, large date and small date styles. No mint mark, Philadelphia, and D mint mark, Denver. Collectors carefully weigh and examine these coins, because certain combinations are much rarer than others. Current market value in dollars. Here's a realistic look at market value today for the 1982 no mint mark penny. Circulated 1 to 5 cents extra fine, 50 cents to $2.50 uncirculated, MS $5 to $25 plus rare varieties or major errors. $100 to several $1,000. Copper small date varieties and unusual errors command the strongest prices. Why do collectors continue to save 1982 pennies? It marks the end of the copper penny era. Multiple collectible varieties exist. High-grade zinc coins are disappearing. Demand remains strong among Lincoln cent collectors. Holding extra fine or better examples is considered smart by many numismatists. The USA 1982 1-cent coin with no mint mark is far more than pocket change. Its historic transition, multiple varieties, and collector demand give it real market value, especially in extra fine condition. Always weigh and inspect your 1982 pennies carefully. One small detail could mean a big difference in dollar value. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin history and market value guides. Comment below and tell us, have you ever found a 1982 copper penny? Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.